welcome to Mishmas. That is strong. Good morning. Okay, let's kick this off by talking about today's Nespresso coffee. It is the double espresso. I'm just gonna find, I don't know, there's probably not much to say about double espresso other than it's very strong, but I'm going to the Nespresso site here. Okay, the notes are cereal, fruity, and caramel. So strong, I really just taste coffee. I love all these like fancy pants notes. 3 out of 5 for body, bitterness, acidity, and roastiness. You know, it's not very bitter, I have to say, for being like a double espresso. I was really expecting something like pungently strong, but no, it's actually really smooth. It's just a very strong kind of like coffee flavor. I actually don't taste any of that fruitiness or anything. I do smell more of it though. Anyway, good morning. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe Mishmas is here. I can't. And I feel like, I'm sure I say that every single year, but this year it really crept up on me. I mean, Halloween crept up on me. And then before I knew it, it was Thanksgiving. And then Thanksgiving, just like last year, it was late in the year. And, you know, December 1st came right after Thanksgiving, which, yeah, I didn't register. And I was like, oh yeah, Thanksgiving. And then I have like another week. No, I didn't. And for those of you aging like I am, I woke up and like my glasses don't work anymore. It's so weird. It's never like a gradual, like, oh, I need a new prescription, I think. It's like, oh, these don't work anymore. So I have to go to the eye doctor. Oh, they're also really dirty. But my intro this morning is not going to be that long because I actually have to go to the gym. I'm seeing my trainer this morning. But I do have my Mishmas Christmas jammies on. These are from Stripe and Stare. I actually hauled these like in my, like a haul video that I did a couple weeks ago. And I talked about these, but they're made out of recycled trees and they're really nice. Like they have that soft, that kind of like jersey soft feeling to them, but they're not as slinky. You know, the Eberjay pajamas, they're like really, really slinky. And I actually never feel that comfortable walking around with just the Eberjay pajamas on because they're like kind of clingy. They're so slinky. These aren't. They have that softness, but they're not that clingy, which is kind of nice. I feel like I can walk around it's a set. I can walk around with the set on without feeling that self-conscious, you know? But I put a robe on because it's cold, at least in the mornings. You know, here in Vegas, it does warm up a bit when, you know, once the sun comes out. But yeah, it's a little bit chilly when I wake up. I can't see close or far. I think it's, what time is it? 5:24 is what my TV says. This Mishmas, if you guys have been here for previous Mishmases, I don't even know how long I've been doing this now. Is this my 6th or 7th year doing this? It's my 6th or 7th year doing this. I want to say the last couple of years, it's been kind of the same. I feel like we've like normalized. When I first started doing Mishmas, I did all 31 days of December. And I remember cursing the fact that December had 31 days instead of 30. But then, I don't know, a few years back, I started doing the 1st to the 25th. And somewhere in there, I started doing Advent calendars. I love Advent calendars. I found this Nespresso one last year. I'm so glad they had one for this year as well. I just think it's fun. I love my coffee, as you know. I got that Nespresso machine around this time last year, not necessarily for the express purpose of being able to use their Advent calendar during Mishmas, but I was kind of looking for like an easier, faster way to make coffee because I had one of those, like those super espresso machines where you just pour the beans in and then you could hit a button and espresso would come out. But they're very high maintenance. They're very high maintenance. And I don't know, I liked the variety of the Nespresso pods. And I thought the quality of the coffee was very decent, very, very decent. I say coffee, but I should be saying espresso. So yeah, we'll be doing, you know, a lot of the same stuff. I'll be throwing in some different videos that I've done, but I do like taking this time during Mishmas to do my declutters. So there will be declutters. I've historically done 2 very long declutters during Mishmas. I may break it up into 3 because I gotta tell you guys, filming those declutters, they end up hurting my back. Like they're just long. They're a very long video to make. So I think I may break them up into 3 parts. And then Yeah, I do like my roundup videos, I like to call them, you know, the best of 2025, my best and worst purchases from 2025, my all-time favorite luxury beauties. So those videos will be coming back. We'll have some fun vlogs in there. My friend Matthew is coming for a few days. He always comes because he comes here for work right after Thanksgiving for like a really long meeting, and then he stays for a couple of days. So he'll be here, and then my friend Laura, who has come back to help me with my business, she is going to be here for 5 days. So really, really excited. She's going to help me out. We're going to be filming together, and she wasn't here last year, but she was here the year before. I can't believe it wasn't last year, right? I should probably look that up. I really feel like time has no no meaning at all. Yeah, she was here in 2023. So if any of you guys are new to my channel, sorry, I'm gonna put my rings back on because I just took them off to wash my hands. If you guys are new to my channel and you don't know who the heck Laura is, she is one of my nearest and dearest friends. I've been friends with her for now close to 30 years. And a few years ago, she left her corporate job. She wanted to just sort of pursue, you know, other interests. She was interested in writing a book. She was just, you know, just trying to figure out like life on the other side of corporate America. And, you know, she came to work with me for a while just to earn some extra cash, just part-time, remotely. She doesn't live anywhere near me. And she had decided probably like a year into it that she would go back to corporate America. Anyway, she kind of gave that a shot again and just was unhappy. I mean, we know how soul-sucking corporate America could be. So anyway, she is back. She's back, and I'm so, so excited. So anyway, she'll be here for, like I said, 5 days. She is a fantastic cook and baker. So we're definitely going to be baking some holiday treats. We were actually discussing just the other day, like what cookies or cookie we'd be making. We're definitely going to be going out to eat. We both love food and love eating. Yeah. So this is going to be a fun mishmash. I'll definitely be having some giveaways. I will also, what I do every year around this time, I like to make a donation to Rolling Dog Farm. So this is a farm in New England, and what they do is they take in elderly dogs. Generally, they're handicapped. They can't really like live at home anymore without like 24/7 care, like blind dogs, whatever. Anyway, I'll leave a link to them down below. Obviously, they'll have a lot more information on their site, but I like to make a donation to them because they're just such a lovely family that just out of the goodness of their hearts, they've kind of opened up their farm to these poor doggies. So yeah, and speaking of doggies, Butters usually follows me down in the mornings, but she's really getting, I don't want to say old, but she's getting older. She just turned 8. She's just sleeping more. She's just sleeping more, especially when it gets colder out in the morning. She doesn't like to, excuse me, she doesn't like to come out from the covers, but we'll see her later today. I should hit the gym, so let's open up these Advent calendars. It's the first day for the Advent calendars. So I've got 3, well, on top of the Nespresso one, I have 3. I have the Diptyque, which I love to get every year. I did opt to skip the Jo Malone because it's a lot. Between the perfumes and little candles that I get between Diptyque, it's just a lot. So I love the Diptyque one. Diptyque is one of my favorite brands, all-time favorite brands. So I was like, let me just get Diptyque. I'll skip Jo Malone, which pains my heart a little bit. But I do have the Oak Essentials 12 Days of Christmas. That's a beautiful like skincare brand from Jenny Kane. And then I have the Benefit one, which is 24 days. So Diptyque is actually 25 days. Nespresso and Benefit are 24 days. And then Jenny Kane is 12 days. So let's go ahead and open up those calendars. I'm going to hit the gym and I will be back in a bit. Okay, here is day 1 for Diptyque. Just going to flip this open. All right, so we've got, these are almost like teasers. Okay, let me put that aside. These guys got excited. All right. All right, where is number one? I love this theme with the cat and the books. Oh, it's so cute. And the illustrations actually remind me of Edward Gorey. Do you guys know Edward Gorey? I love Edward Gorey books. Those were my favorite when I was little. Okay. I already can't find one. What's going on? Oh, here. Is that one? Yeah. All right. Let's see. Oh, wow. We've got hand cream. This looks like it's maybe almost a full size. So this is Dosang, which is, you know, I think one of, if not the most popular fragrance, one of the most popular fragrances of theirs, because I was at the Caesar's boutique and I asked the sales associate there, I was like, what's like the best selling? And she said Dosang. I don't know if that's company wide or that boutique in particular, but anyway, this is so nice. It's like really, really light, and it just, I feel like it's a great like spring into fall kind of fragrance. It's really beautiful. Oh, that's so nice. And I haven't tried their hand creams, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I've tried their hand creams, so that's exciting. Next up, we have the 12 Days of Self-Care from Oak Essentials. Here's like the outer box packaging. So this is the skincare line from Jenny Kane. Hey, Butters. Sorry, Butters is, she's right over there. She wants attention. Hold on one second, baby. Okay, let's open this up. And we've only got 12 days for this particular advent calendar. So let's start with one right over here. We've got, ooh, the cleansing balm. You guys know how much I love a cleansing balm. I usually do like makeup remover and then I go in with a cleansing balm. I like put a towel underneath like warm water and then I just wipe it all away. Oh, that's so exciting. Let me smell this. Yeah, if there's a fragrance, it's very, very subtle. So that's really, really nice. And I feel very on brand for Jenny Kane. Okay, next we've got this funny Benefit one. It's supposed to look like a Rubik's Cube and all of these actually spin around. I thought that was freaking hysterical. So each layer has a drawer. So I'm gonna start with the top. Oh, and look, it is right there. We've got, ooh, they're Fan Fest mascara, and I do love these deluxe sample sizes. So great for travel. Hello, I'm back from the gym, and I thought I would use what I just opened up for day one in the Oak Essentials Advent Calendar. It's the Oak Essentials Cleansing Balm. So I thought I would try this because you guys know how much I love a cleansing balm. I am not doing any kind of double cleansing because I don't have anything on right now. So I'm just going to dig a little bit out. Yeah, it just has a really light, subtle, fresh fragrance. And I always use cleansing balms on dry skin. I just kind of like work it out. And it's great before the shower because then I can just do this and then rinse it off in the shower. Oh, it's nice. It's nice. I like when cleansing balms, obviously they need to break down to like an oil, but I don't like when they break down too much where all of a sudden you're like, you know, like trying to keep the oil on your face. This stays very, very thick. Yeah, this feels very, very silky, very luxurious. I like it. And I like that the fragrance, I think by the time I worked it in, I really don't smell anything at this point. And I like that. Let me hop in the shower, rinse all this off. I gotta wash my hair and I'll be back. Okay, a quick post-shower report. The cleansing balm is thick. It's really thick. So at first I was just like under the shower and I'm just like doing this, trying to get it off. No, I needed to get like a washcloth and actually dampen the washcloth and like wipe it off. And that's usually what I do. I usually use a cleansing balm at night. Like after I take my makeup off, I use the cleansing balm as my second cleanse. And then I just like wet a little washcloth. You guys have seen me do it. And then I kind of like wipe it away. I needed to do that with this as well. I was hoping I could just kind of rinse it off, but no, it's too thick, which left my skin feeling really, really soft, really soft. I do like this cleansing balm a lot. I really like the light fragrance. The light fragrance to no fragrance, I think is really lovely, really lovely. If you couldn't tell, I'm not in my normal upstairs bathroom. I'm in the bathroom off of my office, which has a shower, which is really nice. But I'm down here because my husband is hogging up the bathroom upstairs and I didn't want to film up there. Do your husbands or significant others take more time in the bathroom than you do? Mine does. Mine does, unless I'm filming, then I'm up there like for a little bit. But if I'm just getting ready for the day, I'm kind of like in and out of there pretty quickly. No, he takes his time. He does his whole thing. He has a whole routine. I always tell him, he comes out of the bathroom, I'm like, here comes the cleanest man in the world. He'll like shave. He has this like whole like facial routine, especially now that I give him like stuff that doesn't work for my skin. I'll pass it off to him and he's like, ooh, he gets very excited. Yeah, he has like a whole routine in there, a whole like pre-shower, shower, post-shower routine. And I'm always like, I have to get on with my day. So anyway, he's up there. So I was like, let me just shower down here. But I'm gonna go upstairs, get ready for the day. I'll be right back. Okay guys, is it weird that I put on my pajamas and robe back on? I'm like, it's Mishmas day 1. I feel like I need to be in my jammies all day. Isn't that right, Butters? Do you want to say hi to everyone? Hi, baby. Hi. You look exhausted. What's going on? She is so cute. She's so cute. Okay, I have to show you our Christmas tree. Are you ready? So we've had this tree for years now. It's great. We love it. It's the Balsam Hill one that like flips up and then you throw, I think, 2 pieces on top. But we had 2 stars in storage for the top. And the one star that I preferred, we got it all the way up there. My husband took the ladder away. We plug it in, doesn't work. I'm like, So we bring the ladder back out. Anyway, thankfully our second star works, but the reason why I don't like this star as much as the other one is that it's a little bit smaller and it's lighter. So it just kind of like moves around a lot. It won't just like there's not enough weight to it. So anyway, it's crooked. I've got like a Charlie Brown Christmas tree topper, basically. But that's okay. I feel like a crooked Christmas tree topper is sort of my brand at this point. So there we have it. And then I've got some Fuzzy Butters ornaments. So this one, a wonderful subscriber sent to me. This is actually the second one that was sent to me because this is ceramic or porcelain. And the first one I dropped like a jackass. I dropped it, it broke, of course. And then she sent me another one, which I love. Now I handle this with like kid gloves. I like carry it over to the tree on like a tray, like the whole thing. So yeah, that's from 2021. And then I've got a couple of her from her daycare, Canine Country. So this was this from last year? I think this was from last year, 2024. And then this one, how cute is this? Is 2023. I love these little homemade ornaments. And those are really the only ones that are Butters dedicated. And I've got these special ones from a friend of mine in New York. She was sending me some ornaments. So I've got this little owl. These ones are like heavy. They're like heavy duty. And then this one, it's like a whole Christmas village inside that globe. And then I've got those random Diptyque ones, the ones that you spin open. I've got a bunch of those at this point because 2 or 3 are in every advent calendar. And I was actually just walking over to my dining room. I think I've saved all the boxes from the previous Diptyque Advent calendars that I've opened. And it looks like I have 4. So I'm on my 5th Advent calendar. Isn't that crazy? I have to say, I think last year's packaging was phenomenal. How it opened up like that. Butters, what's up, baby? What's the matter? Is everything okay? You just want attention? Attention me? Okay, let's go by the fireplace. It could be like 100 degrees outside. If I turn that fireplace on, Butters is right in front of it. She just loves being really hot. And she sits there until she's like panting, like so hot she's panting. And I'm like, baby, move if you're too hot. Nope, she loves it. Absolutely loves it. You want to sit here? I think I'll sit with my back to the fireplace so you guys can see it in my background. How's my hair looking? I think the tone's pretty good, right? I think I'll always have a few streaks in there that are a little bit warmer because my hair's so dark. I had that one up here. Is it still there? She may have completely just bleached the heck out of that one. that one panel. Anyway, I guess I just wanted to continue the conversation from the intro because I told you basically what we'll be doing for this Mishmas. I'm really, really excited for this year's Mishmas. I have never missed a day of an upload for all the years that I've done Mishmas. I'm not planning on missing any days for Mishmas. I don't know. It's always a crapshoot every year. Every year I'm like, you never know. Like there could actually be like a tech issue. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this particular Mishmas because it feels like the time that I get to really nest at home. And I have been doing, a lot of traveling, which has been so incredible. I mean, what a privilege. What a privilege to have the time and the friends and the money to be able to do it. I'm so grateful for all the amazing trips that I've been on, but it's great. It's great to be home. I feel like I haven't really been home this whole year. I feel like every time I kind of got into a rhythm at home or got over jet lag or could, catch up on things, I was off on another trip. So it's really nice to be home. And, Mishmas has become a tradition on my channel, something to do that I do on YouTube. But because of it, I feel like I'm able to just block out not only the entire month of December, but even the few weeks before because, I need to pre-film, I need to like prep and all that kind of stuff. And so it's almost become this like really nice excuse to not be able to do anything, because the holidays, December, can be very hectic with parties and gatherings and people on vacation and coming to Vegas or going away or whatever. And I'm like, nope, can't do it. So it's just become that time of year for me where I'm like, I know I'm going to be home and it feels really nice. It feels really nice to be home and nesting and everything. Just checking on Butters. I'm so worried that she's going to get too hot, but I'm like, she's an animal and I know she has better instincts than I do. Yeah, she's still just laying there. I was hoping she'd sit in my lap, but no, she'd rather be in front of the fire. This feels good to be like catching up with you guys. Hi, baby, you want to come? Oh, she's licking my feet. You want to come here? Okay. Oh, can you see her? Oh, there she is. Oh, and just a quick, and I'm sure I'll talk about this more during Mishmas, but just a quick, very minor, life update in regards to the plucky knitter. Some of you may or may, some of you may or may not know that before I started YouTube, I was a hand knitwear designer. So before that, I was a knitter. I'm still a knitter. Once a knitter, always a knitter. Yeah, I did that for a long time, and I was doing both for a long time, hand knitwear design and YouTube. And, for circumstances kind of out of my control, the job that I had as a hand knitwear designer, the last job that I had, the circumstances changed or whatever. And I kind of took that as a sign from the universe to maybe try YouTube full time. And so that's when I started doing YouTube full time, was not prepared for it, wasn't planning on it. Hadn't really given it much thought, it was just kind of going. And so I've been doing YouTube ever since. And when I started doing YouTube, I just stopped knitting. YouTube is very all-consuming. And so I kind of stopped knitting. I fell out of the community. I haven't kept up. I destashed all of my yarn and most of my tools and stuff because I still have a lot of friends in the industry or people who were looking for yarn or whatever. And just this past year, I kind of hooked back up with a really dear friend of mine, and we've teamed up and we're back at the Plucky Knitter, which is the company that I was working at before. So anyway, we made the announcement right at the beginning of September. So it's only been less than 3 months, but it's been great. It's been great to kind of get back to that part of myself and that life. It's very different from YouTube. There, of course, is a social media aspect to it. I really missed working with my hands, and YouTube can be very creative in a way, like the editing or even coming up with ideas, filming ideas or whatever. But you know, knitting and designing knitwear is a completely different type of creative work. And so it's just been nice. I haven't gotten actually back into designing. I really just don't have the time for that. But I think what I loved more than designing was actually like the development of yarn. And you guys, you know, hear me when I do like my fashion hauls or whatever. Like I really, really love fiber and fabric and textiles. And yeah, it's one of those things that's so personal. It's so interesting. I mean, people have really, like, once you kind of like get into it, you have very strong opinions about it, and everyone has like, you know, their favorite kind of fiber. And, you know, knitters, it's not just wool, it's like the type of sheep, like we get in there. So, yeah, so it's just been fun to kind of get into that, back into that world. And I was able to spend, so this was after Japan. I didn't vlog this. I didn't really talk much about it, but after Japan, I spent like 6 days in Michigan, which is where the Plucky Knitter is based. And I actually went straight from New York to Michigan. So yeah, so I ended up being away from home like almost a month. You know, it was wonderful to get back to headquarters. I had not been there in like over 6 years. And yeah, it was great. It was great to see all the yarn. It was great to see the process and everything. Yeah, it was really wonderful. So for those of you, you know, some of you have asked like, oh, what's going on or whatever. Yeah, that's still going on. I don't anticipate, or I don't plan on talking about it that much on this channel, unless of course you guys are dying for it, but I don't think so. But yeah, it's really wonderful. And if you are a knitter out there, just wink, wink, nudge, nudge. There are a lot of like kits coming up, and kits are basically like a pattern and then all the yarn that you need. It's just like one order instead of having to like think of like the yarns that you need and how much and the yardage and all that kind of stuff. We like kit them together and you can just buy a kit. Anyway, we have a lot of those coming up for December because we know it's that season. It's that season where it's like you just want to churn out. You just want to churn out the knits. So those are coming. And another thing, if you guys have not heard me talk about this, but my yarn partner, her name is Sarah too. My podcast co-host, her name is Sarah. So anyway, I'll refer to my yarn partner as Plucky Sarah. So Plucky Sarah, she has Phoebe, who is Butter's sister, and Plucky Sarah's sister, Haley, Plucky Haley. She has Hazel, and Hazel is another one of Butter's and Phoebe's sisters. So there are 3 sisters, and I'm planning on getting Butters up to Michigan somehow. Maybe drive. I don't think she would, not that I think she would get sick if I put her in a carrier and flew with her, you know, like as a carry-on. But she doesn't like to be confined. She will go into her crate, you know, just because it's home and whatever. But every time I pull out the little carrier, and I've been trying to like practice with her and put her in there or whatever, she refuses to just like get in there. And I'll even like, you know, try and like push her head down a little bit, like, come on, baby, like, let's go in the carrier. No, she gets really stubborn. So anyway, I would like to get her to Michigan to meet her sisters. Not meet her sisters, obviously she's met them, but meet up with her sisters, reacquaint herself with her 2 sisters. I think that would be so fun. And they're so different. They're so different. Hazel is like this like Frenchy body, like this little barrel, and like super duper sweet. Phoebes is really kind of like chill, but like loves food. Loves food. And Butters, I would say, is the most alpha, but also the most chill. She's just like she's not, you know, super barky. She's not like super excitable unless you take out a ball. And she loves food, but she's not like all over me when I'm eating dinner or whatever. So anyway, yeah. They're so cute. Well, I think I'm gonna skedaddle. I'm gonna end the Mishmas Day 1 vlog right here. I need to edit this and I need to kind of continue pre-filming and making sure I have content up for the next 24 days. Yeah, the next 24 days. So thanks so much for tuning in. I'm so excited for Mishmas this year. Are you excited, Butters? Are you excited? Yeah? Mwah. I have to dig out your Santa hat. Yeah. All right, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.